Hello, everybody, and welcome to Neff News, the worst news show in the entire world. Now, I haven't looked at any of these stories yet, so I don't really know what we're about to see, but Hoss, our sentient AI robot, lined up some of the finest stupid news that the internet has to offer. And tonight, he's lined up like 100 stories that I have to get through. First story, the penguin has been deported from Australia. Oh no, this is the penguin from last week.
I didn't name Gus for a couple of days, and I didn't really know what to call him. I really didn't know whether he was going to make it to begin with because he was so undernourished. And yeah, he showed all those positive signs, so I thought, oh, time for a name. And then I was just thinking of emperors.
Where do they have what in the fucking saw trap is going on with Gus's enclosure here? This is fucked up. Why is he in a wooden triangle that's only as big as his body? Am I missing something? Is that typical penguin procedure? He's in a feeding box. Okay, so this is typical penguin procedure here. I was unaware
Of the past and thought of Emperor Augustus for some crazy reason, and shortened version of Gus just seemed to suit him. I'll miss Gus. It's been an incredible few weeks, something I wouldn't have missed. Started off with trepidation.
We know
but
because
I've
of
been
Maya.
getting more confident as we go along, and it's going to be a good result.
They took Gus 45 minutes out into the ocean. They black bagged him, and they fucking threw his ass back in the water. And I bet, how are they going to communicate which way he could swim or should swim? Time for our second story. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and fucking girls, we got
a wildlife
deers at
sighting
work.
in northern BC is raising questions over how a deer ended up in a high visibility safety jacket. This deer was easy to spot on the side of the road in McBride, a village about 200 kilometers east of Prince George. A local reporter was driving through town Sunday when she saw this bizarre sight and snapped a couple of photos. Conservation officers are now working to find the deer and remove the jacket because it puts the animal's safety at risk.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Sir,
I feel like it
happy
protects it
Thanksgiving.
from automobiles and hunters. Next story, Jim deer.
Right now, we are continuing to follow the breaking news out of Hermitage.
Right, so in case
Thank
you
you,
missed it just a
Supreme
few
Emerald.
minutes ago, we
Appreciate
were
you.
telling you that we got confirmation that a deer has crashed through a gym this morning. And thanks to our friend Joe Dubin, Big Joe on the Go, who was the first to let us know what had happened. He said it is wild. And we are about to get a live look from Competitive Edge and Fitness on Lebanon Pike there in Hermitage to show you what has transpired over about the last hour or so.
They are really building this up. This deer better have done something fucking crazy because they are really building this up.
So I know we showed the photograph earlier of the glass of showing the impact of how that deer just slammed through that glass.
Right. It jumped through the glass and went through the treadmill. So let's send it out now to Fox 17 News reporter Johnny Mathey. He just got there. Johnny, tell us what you've been able to learn.
Johnny.
Yeah, that's right, guys. So a few MNPD officers are here on the scene. You can see this glass, though, just shattered. The deer ran right through it this morning, and there is a crew here to sort of break down that glass and everything. But we're going to zoom back out here and bring in Mark Johnson, the owner of Competitive Edge Strength and Conditioning. Mark, you don't see this every day. I mean, oh my goodness.
First of all, let me say I blame the trans for this. What is going to come out of this guy's mouth? What is going to come out of this guy's mouth? I cannot wait.
No. It was just a typical morning. People were in the gym working out.
on the treadmills, and all of a sudden, boom! And everybody was just like, whoa! Like, there's a deer. And it took off and literally went into the women's locker room.
And
I knew it! I knew it! That deer identified as a woman. And that's why we had a problem.
so they're right there. It's still
Holy shit.
and so they're right
Holy
there.
shit.
It's still in the woman's locker room. What do you know what'll happen
Wait, it's still in there?
next?
So several Metro officers are here. TWRA just showed up.
Okay.
So I don't know what strategy they're going to take, but I guess they're getting ready to get it and get it out the door, hopefully.
Mark, that's crazy. Thanks for letting us come take a closer look this morning. Madison, let's go right back in here. You can see right through the window again. They have a team to start repairing this window and everything, but you just heard the owner of the
We
gym.
now go live to the women's locker room with Mark. Mark, what's the situation like in there? Pandemonium, Phil!
Guys saying that the crews are inside. TWRA, Tennessee Wildlife Resources, are here to try to help the deer come out. So we're going to be recording. We're going to keep the camera rolling, but for now we will send it back over to you.
Next story, pig on the run.
Police in Bensalem, Bucks County, searching tonight for a runaway pig. It's been on the loose now for at least a week. It was last seen right near Bensalem Boulevard and Flushing Road. Some residents say, yeah, we've seen the animal and yeah, we fed it. But officers say, if you see the pig, call them. When it is caught, the pig will be put up for adoption.
Okay. They have buried the best part of this story. Do you hear this woman in the background? Pay very close attention to the woman talking to the pig. Listen to her.
Pig. It's been on the loose now for at least a week. It was last seen right near Bensalem Boulevard and Flushing Road. Some residents say, yeah, we've seen the animal and yeah, we fed it. But officers say, if you see the pig, call them. When it is caught, the pig will be put up for adoption.
Aw.
Hi! Are you okay? Hi, jeez. Like she was waiting on the pig to answer her. Notorious pig causes havoc.
Welcome to the east side.
7th, the pig is being non-compliant.
That's got to be a joke. That has to be a joke. That has to be humor.
7th, the pig is being non-compliant.
That is not a joke. He was deadly serious. Stop resisting!
No, come here. No.
You try to like pick him up and just kind of say not fighting the whole time. Yeah.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
He's upset. He's upset. He's upset. Tarantula
It's one
smuggler
thing
caught.
not to be afraid of spiders. It's another to want to wear them. A man was arrested for trying to smuggle hundreds of tarantulas through a Peruvian airport. Officials at Jorge Chavez International Airport in Lima said they
Where was he storing these?
noticed a traveler whose abdominal area looked strangely swollen.
No. 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 Were they up his ass? How does that even work?
En el momento de la revisión,
A biologist from the National Forestry and Wildlife Service said, at the time of the arrest, it was observed that the citizen had placed these specimens in small Ziploc bags with filter paper. They were placed around his body, containing...
They were placed around his body. I thought that he had packed his colon full of tarantulas. Was I the only one who thought that this man had absolutely jammed his colon full of tarantulas?
By 2 girdles. Strapped to the 28-year-old man's body were 320 tarantulas, 100.
Screw you guys. Okay, I've had 2 hard kombuchas.
110 centipedes, and 9 bullet ants. According to the National Forestry and Wildlife Service, the illegal trafficking of these endangered species generates millions of dollars globally as they are sold as pets or to collectors. The suspect now faces wildlife trafficking charges, while the tarantulas are being cared for by authorities.
Must-have toy of the year. Pun-e-roons, basically a Tamagotchi with a hole you can finger.
Welcome to the interactive world of Puni-roons, the surprisingly squishy digital pet no one
Am I gonna get banned?
can resist. Puni-roons are the interactive digital pet that's powered by your touch. The main feature of your new Puni-roons is the squishy button.
So as you know, we here at Bandai are trying to bring back the Tamagotchi for the 2024 toy season. But we need a new angle. Does anybody have any ideas? What about if we made it compatible with Wi-Fi? Like you can play with your friends. I feel like we've been there. What about if we made a phone, a Tamagotchi phone? Okay. There are no bad ideas. I like that one. I like that one. What if we had an augmented reality Tamagotchi? Okay. Yes, Phil. What if you could fuck it? Sorry, Phil, what did you say? What if we put a hole in the Tamagotchi that you can fuck? Get the CEO on the phone. How fast can we go into production? How fast can we go into production?
Located inside of the toy. On the front of your Puni-roons, you'll see a full-color LCD screen where you'll be able to see your finger interacting with your Puni-roons. And below the LCD screen, there are 3 buttons. The button on the left is the A selection button. The button in the middle is the B enter button, and the button on the right is the C cancel button. In the middle of the back is the reset button, and this large door is the battery box lid, held in place by this grip.
Let's say that I have a wide set finger. Do they make a XL Puni-roon? Let's say I have a girthy and thick finger. Can I get a Puni-roon XL? Cruise passenger claims ship played Titanic song during terrifying storm at sea. I thought it was special effects. The winds caused the Explorer to tilt more than 14 degrees to one side. Dude, okay. I thought it was. Hoss, is this your new theme park you've been working on? Hoss, is this you, bud? Bro, playing the Titanic theme? Wait, I don't hear the Titanic theme. I don't hear the Titanic theme. Bro, playing the Titanic theme on your boat when it's almost capsizing is the most fucking diabolical thing I've ever heard of. That's crazy. Robot massager.
We're Escape. 7 years ago, we set out to build the world's most advanced massage and designed our own from the ground up. And today, our system allows anyone the ability to access and receive an exceptional massage with just a few taps. Your escape is here. Our high-fidelity sensors map your body to ensure each experience is tailored to you. The 7 unique features of our AirPoints have been designed to deliver relief when you want it, relaxation when you crave it, and targeted recovery.
And blast you in the ass when you demand it. All right, meth-caked cow onesie.
New here at 8, officers having a cow tonight over what they found in a Northridge man's luggage at LAX.
This is my first
editor Mike
stream.
Rogers
Welcome.
back in the desk. And Mike, you've got pictures of that discovery from federal court documents, right?
Yeah, you know, Juan, in that initial picture we just showed you, you could see the cow's outfit. Really, it's a one-piece onesie, basically, of a cow. But the federal government claims it was doused in meth. I'll show you more pictures here from the federal criminal complaint that we went through. All in this luggage, the Northridge man apparently trying to fly to Sydney through LAX when LAX security and Customs and Border Protection saw something suspicious on an X-ray. Well, they pulled out the clothes and found a ton of stiff clothes with white powder, including this cow onesie. They say that all of the clothes were covered in meth in an attempt to smuggle them out of the country and into Australia. All of these clothes, 18
Bro, have you
pairs
ever
of-
smoked a onesie before? You get way higher. How are you supposed to get it off to smoke it? You probably would soak it in water, and then you would probably put the water on some kind of heating element so that the water would evaporate and leave the methamphetamine. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass.
They got covered in meth. The feds say that there is an ongoing effort to smuggle drugs into Australia. Back then, that woman was also trying to get to Australia.
Cookie Monster crime.
Police in Germany admit this photo looks funny, but they still want to know who he
C is for cookie. Cookie Monster get roadhead.
He or she is someone dressed as Cookie Monster behind the wheel of a speeding car that was caught by a speed camera. Police also not laughing at the costume, saying that it is
Yoda? What does Cookie Monster
restricting
sound
the-
like? Hold on. It's been a while since I listened to Cookie Monster. What does this motherfucker sound like?
Hello. Today,
Hello.
me here in local bakery here to talk about a word.
Me get some head. Me drink 6 beers. Me Jets fan. Things not going so well for me.
driver's field of vision.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
Cookie
Subscribe-
Monster off a perk. P is for Porky. Last story of the night, Operation Bear
Now
Claw.
one of the wildest alleged insurance scams that we've ever heard about. Take a look at this video. The owner of the car says it was a bear that scratched up the interior. But authorities say it wasn't a bear at all. It was him dressed up in a bear suit.
You gotta be fucking shitting me.
Like this. Stephen Fabian with the story you gotta see to believe.
Caught on camera, it looks like a giant bear ransacking a Rolls Royce.
No, it looks like a guy.
And here a massive beast appears to tear apart a Mercedes. Now a ferocious bear seems to be at it again.
You talked about this one on the pod? I did not. What pod are you talking about? I need to talk about this on the pod.
Into another Mercedes. How could a bear target 3 cars on the same property in Lake Arrowhead, California? Turns out it's alleged to be
Save this one for me, Hoss. This will be my next America Me Up.
a giant hoax.
Authorities say it was actually a human wearing a bear costume, much like this one, using sharp metal-like claws to scratch up the interior of the cars. And then that fraudulent insurance claim was turned in.
One of the wildest, dumbest alleged fraud schemes I've ever heard of.
The California Department of Insurance.
I mean, dumb, but also dumb like a fox.
It's released this photo of the bear costume
Oh,
and
they
kitchen
found the
meat shredders
costume.
they say were used to pull off a $141,000 insurance fraud claim. Operation Bear Claw led them to the arrest of 4 suspects. So, how were they caught?
All right, so here I am in the bear costume, digging around in the back seat of a car here, and as hard as I try, it's pretty difficult to mimic the exact motions of a bear. Look closely at the surveillance footage. Do those arm motions look like those of a real bear?
Oh, man, he wasn't using his Meisner technique. If he had acted harder, he would have gotten away with it.
And check out those wrinkles in the bear costume. One more thing. This is what a car typically looks like after a real-life bear attack. Totally trashed. Not neat little scratches like these in this alleged fraud.
All 4 suspects are charged with insurance fraud
Wow.
and conspiracy.
And I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for Hoss and that meddling Will Neff. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news that is fit to print